Hey everybody, the Cauldron Witch here. How you guys doing with this crazy month? 2 new moons, retrograde, eclipse, full moon. It's just been fucking crazy. So, how you guys doing in that? Um, I haven't done a video in a while, and I just saw Crescent Moon just do a get to know a witch's video, tag video, and I figured it looked fun, and I should do something for my channel. So I was like, let's do that. So today, yeah, like I said, we're doing the Get to Know Your Witches tag video. It's 15 questions. I like the questions. They're kind of cool. Um, some of them is not. Some of them I can't answer full because they're that's like a very lengthy question. But let's get started. So the first question is: does your sun sign properly portray you? Anybody who knows me could vouch it's a 100% yes. I am a Leo, um, but I'm also a Leo rising, so I'm a double Leo, and I'm a pure Leo. Other than the whole center of attention thing, that's one thing I hate. Other than that, though, I'm dramatic, I'm loud, I'm funny. I think I'm the king. I don't think I'm better than everybody, but I do think I'm like the king. Like the Leo is the king of all zodiac signs. You can't beat a Leo. Sorry. Two. What uh what songs bring you the most magical vibes? And that one, it depends on what I'm doing. I can go from like screaming metal to literally like pagan music. So I guess it depends. It's that whole spectrum. Um, I guess my go-to would just be normal like pagan music. I don't really know artists. I just know the songs. I know S.J. Tucker. She is amazing. She's phenomenal. Her music is beautiful. I love most of her songs. Especially her hymn to Hearn. That's like the only Hearn song out there, and I'm like in love with it. So, yeah. Um, the number three. Which of your deities, guides, or ancestors is the most sarcastic with you? All right, so I have the spirit guide named Ralph. Mm-hmm. Ralph is a dick. I love him. He's the biggest smartass. Yeah, biggest smartass possible. I have friends who have met him, and like who's in a way, um, his energy is powerful, and like he makes his presence known. But again, he's a smartass. He's a dick. A lot of the times he doesn't like to be serious, and he'll just fuck with you. But other than that, he's a pretty cool dude. He's just annoying, and it's not like he's a deity. So he's not. It's not like Hecate. She is like out of the deities. I would say Hecate, but she's she's like a profession. Like she's a professional smartass. She's sarcastic, but in like an official way. Whereas Ralph is just a spirit guide, and he doesn't like he's just a dick. And I've gotten "fuck you" as a message from him plenty of times. So I love him, but he's a dick. Um, yeah. So other than that, yeah, Ralph for sure. Number four, biggest witchy mess up or misinterpretation. All right. So this is a story, guys. So last year, if not about this exact time, I was camping. There's a video like witchy tidbit that says go camping. I was at that campground, and I was working one day in like the store off in like the store camp store. Okay, um, there was some things going on. But basically, I had to do a spell, and I had to do it like then and there. I'm not gonna go into it because God forbid somebody watches this. But basically, I had to do a separation of lovers spell. for myself. Anyway, so I had the candle going, and it was in the back room. Okay, I'm out there. I'm just working. I had to like, I wanted to do like a part of it. I just like I let business roll in because the store was completely empty, and after that, after I did a spell for business to come more in and have people in, the whole fucking campground felt like it was in that store, and I really regretted doing it, but we made money. Um, but that's separation, right? So the owners came back early. That's why I was working, and they came back early, and I saw them pull up. So I go into the back room, and I panic. I like run out the back door with the candle. I set it in the grass. I return like the herbs and stuff I was using. I threw it. By return, I mean like I threw it in like earth. I was like, and return and walk back in, and everything's good, right? So it worked for me what I needed it to do. Anyway, later, a few days or weeks or whatever later, I go into that house, into my boss's house. I see that candle there. I look at the oldest daughter and I panic. I'm like, what the fuck is this candle doing in here? I take it out. She's like, oh, my mom just found it like outside and she used it for like her dinner date or whatever. And I was like, what? What do you mean? She was like, it was like a centerpiece. I was like, that's not good. And I was like, okay, well, how's your mom doing? And she was like, well, actually, they got into a big fight. I'm not going to say what was said, but it was basically at the point where they were going to break up. And they were going to leave each other, this, that, and the third. And I ended the spell. And it affected me a lot, but it fixed them. So my breakup spell for me, and it wasn't even a breakup spell for me. I didn't have a boyfriend at the time. I'm gay. Hi, how you doing? But I had to keep somebody away. So then she used that candle as a fucking centerpiece on a dinner date, and obviously her relationship got a little wonky. So that's my biggest witchy mess up ever. I feel bad. I don't think I ever told her that. I told her, I yelled at her. I was like, why did you see that candle? I was like, never pick up a candle. I was like, there was shit in the candle. And I was like, usually if there's shit in the candle, do yourself a favor, don't pick it up and use it as a damn centerpiece. Yeah, anyway. 5. Would you write a book based on your craft? No. Just because that'd be so much writing and I'm lazy. That's just it. I love like my path and the history I have with the craft and everything that I've been developing to this present day. But no, I would not sit down and write it because that's way too much. I have a lot of journals. I have a lot of I have one book of shadows, but I have a lot of journals. And if anybody wanted to know my craft, they could read that and get a taste. 6. 5 things someone can use to summon you. Alright, I'm like a very needy person. So, snake's blood, a skull of a buck, not a female deer, but a buck. A Corona with lime in it. A Colorado cigarette, if anybody knows what I mean by that. What is that? Boom, 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 boom. And then another thing, the last thing I would want is a human skull. Boom. Use that. You can summon me. Whatever you want. I got you. 7. If you were a ghost, where would you haunt the most? And I really don't have anywhere specific. So I would just say the woods. I love the woods being alive. So if I was dead, I would just sit in the middle of the woods with a running creek and just be there. And not for nothing, if anybody alive comes around, I can fuck with them. So, 8. Funniest way someone reacted to you being a witch. So, this I had to think about because everybody who found out I'm a witch just has a million questions. There's nothing like really funny about the way they've reacted, except this one guy who I met on a cruise, and I can't even remember his face. It was 2 years ago, maybe, or last year. I think it was last year, and or 2 years ago. I don't know. So I think it was last year. So what happened was I was reading somebody's cards. I went on a cruise and I brought my tarot cards, and I was reading somebody's cards, and a psychic asked to join in. She heard I was reading. She wanted to get a little taste, so I was like, yeah, join in. And then after the reading, the psychic was asking me, like, who I am and, like, what I do. And I told her I was a witch. And when I said that, this guy, like, here we were. The person I was reading was here. I was, like, here, and she was there. So a square table. She was here. I was there. She was there. There was, like, two guys, or, like, a group of people, something, further down the table. And he looked at me. He was like, did you say you're a witch? And I looked, and I was like, yeah. He was like, what do you mean you're a witch? Like, you ride on a broomstick? And I was like, no. He was like, what do you mean you're a witch? What do you do? I was like, I manipulate the physical plane with universal energies. I work with natural sources. And he was like, do you poison people? I was like, no, I don't poison people. He was like, I don't believe you're a witch. I'm like, all right, that's fine. And he was drunk, you could tell. But, like, he pretty much ignored us for the rest of the night while we were doing readings. So we kind of just did a little group bubble thing to keep his negative energy out and keep our energy in. We moved a table because we weren't sitting next to him. Not that he was rude, but we weren't going to have that conflicting energy right next to us. All right, so question 9. Do you have any superstitions? Not really. Um, I do, like, maybe 2 things, minor things, like I pick up a penny if I see it on its heads up, and I think that's, that's good luck. I lift my feet when I'm driving past railroads. I don't ever touch the railroads. I think that's bad luck. Other than that, I don't really think it's that bad. I just think some minor shit's gonna happen. I don't think it's anything serious. I never try to walk under a ladder. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I believe if a bird sits on your head, that's good luck. It's bad luck at that moment, but after that, I feel like you're gonna get some good juju for dealing with that anyway. 10. What fantasy, magic, or power would you want to pick up for yourself, or would you pick for yourself? And I have, like, I think 3. Yeah, 3. Pyrokinesis. I would love to just set shit on fire. Telekinesis. And, if you guys ever watched Charmed, Piper blowing shit up with my hands. If I could do that, I would be so happy in life. That's all I would need. Like, just let me wave my hands and, like, watch some shit explode, or let me just think pretty hard and watch a stack of papers fly up in flames. Like, if I have that, I'm set in life. Alright, 11. What is something random on your altar? Damn it, I wanted to get up and go to my altar. And, look, I don't really think there is anything random. I'm trying to think what is on my altar. Right now, I have a bowl of dead baby snakes. Don't ask me how I got dead baby snakes. I'd rather not get into it. But I have them, and they're just sitting in salt right now. Other than that, I don't think there's anything weird on my altar. There's, like, a lucky coin. I don't really think anything, as far as I'm aware of. Everything I pretty much use is on the altar. So. 12. If you could... Oh, alright. 12. If you could pick another YouTuber to be your genie, who would you pick and why? And I didn't really even have to think about this because this person who I thought of would fit perfectly with Ralph, and that's Wednesday from House of Conjure. She, if like her smart ass, she is so blunt. She's so hilarious. If she was my genie for just a day, I wouldn't even need any wishes. Wishes, just be by my side and like, and like yell at me, put me in timeout or some shit, scream at me. We'll drink together. Like, what's up? Like, I won't need any wishes, but like, you can be my guide for the day or some shit. She would love Ralph. I know that. All right. They would like tag team and like bully me. That's how that would go. All right. 13. If I'm gonna tag her. Link in the description. I don't think she's really making any videos anymore, but she has videos up there that are pretty fucking good. Especially her one about making deals with spirits. She really goes into the seriousness on it, and I think it's a great video to watch. So I'll put her link in the description. Check her out. She's fucking awesome. Uh, 13, my favorite number. If you could become an expert in any part of your craft, what would it be and why? Alright, I had to think about this one, and I really would just. This doesn't really have to do with a craft per se, but more of my gifts, and that would be. Okay, I guess for one. Okay, I guess this would be really not a gift, but the craft in some weird way, but like astral projecting, like really master that, and like journeying and traveling to like work with other witches. I've done astral work with other witches and it's gone great, and if I can just master that and like become really great at it and even journeying and stuff, I would love to do that. I don't know if I said there was something else, but I think that's pretty much it. um I guess, and also being able to hold an object and go back to that, like go back to a time where it was being used, if that makes sense. Not really a craft, but like some sort of psychic gift, and fixing up on my clairaudience because that needs some work. 14. When you die, this is the big one. When you die, what do you think will happen to your soul? And it's a very broad question, and I have a very lengthy answer for that, but I won't get into it in this video. I'll just say the sum of it, basically reincarnation, as I'm sure a lot of witches believe in. Yes, there's more that goes into that with me, especially when we die, but yeah, reincarnation, I guess, to sum it up. 15, last question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years spiritually? That's a big question, just because, I mean, well, I can't, like, I don't really know where I'm going to be in 5 years, but definitely more experienced in a lot of aspects. 5 years is a lot of years. I feel like maybe even in 5 years, I'd be a little known in some type of town just as like that witch, or have some type of shop up where people can go to, something like that. I want to be a teacher in some type of way. I want to help other witches learn the craft and develop their abilities. So I feel like I'm going to be a lot more experienced, but I feel like in 5 years I'll be able to start helping out a lot more people. So other than that, that's the get to know your witches 15 question tag. I suggest you guys do this. It's pretty freaking awesome. I like the questions, and it gets a little bit of who I am out there more. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. You guys have a blessed day. Enjoy the rest of the month, and I'll see you next time. Bye.